I guess we'll go ahead and talk about Conclave, since we're kind of catching up with all the Best Picture nominees. So, right?
Is this one of them?
Yeah, it's one of them. One of the 10.
Do
We
you
already watched 3 of them.
do you think it will win the Best Picture?
No. Yeah, so this was based on Robert Harris's novel of the same name. Set inside the Vatican following the death of the Pope, 118 cardinals are locked in a secretive process to choose the next leader of the Catholic Church. Political intrigue, hidden agendas, and shocking revelations unfold. The tension between faith, power, and personal ambition. I was telling you about the plot of this. A bunch of old men arguing in like a building about who's going to be the new pope. Mm-hmm. Did you look forward to this?
No, but I also kind of imagine it to be more like religious. Mm-hmm. But it really just looked like a little, game.
Yeah, it's like political intrigue, right? It's more about because you have that one cardinal played by Stanley Tucci. He's like the most liberal one. And then you have like that one Italian one who's like very conservative, and he's going to set the church back 60 years. And then that Italian guy is like a little racist because there's also like the black guy who's in the running for be the Pope too, but he's got his own little issues. But yeah, I quite enjoyed it. Much more intriguing than I was expecting. Like, and this is like an all-star cast. Like Ralph Fiennes, he plays the main guy. He's like overseeing the process. You got John Lithgow, like I said earlier, Stanley Tucci, and Isabella Rossellini. She's like the main nun.
Definitely Italian.
Yeah, she's like the main nun that oversees the other. And she was nominated for Best Supporting Actress.
Oh, for this one?
Yeah, and even though she kind of had she didn't have many speaking scenes, but yeah.
I'm surprised.
But yeah, I think the acting really did carry the movie, and especially a lot of the twists and turns. Because I'm not going to go into spoilers. I don't want to go into spoilers, okay. But like there was a twist ending to it that I didn't see coming.
That I kind of I feel like I kind of see it coming.
Like who you thought was going to be the Pope, but did you know?
I mean, I wasn't for sure, but like as you watch, things are going to a completely different direction, and you kind of like you're.
Well, they take several different days to vote, and you have to have 70 some votes to be Pope, and it's like this guy's winning, and then next time that guy gets almost no votes, and some other guy's in the front, so. Like the pendulum really swings about every time they vote, like who's in the running for it. But you kind of called it in the middle. It's like, I think it's this guy.
No, because I don't really know them.
Well, you kind of get a gist of where they stand.
You just get an idea. You just know their political standing, but you don't know them, right? It never really go into anybody's specific character, personality, story. It's really just this person, pro and con. Like what's a good thing that he do and what's a bad thing he does.
Yeah.
Right?
And everyone's got their issues. Like Stanley Tucci, he's like the very liberal one. He really does not want that Italian dude to win. So he's like, I don't care if this guy isn't perfect, but we're going to start voting for him because I do not want the Italian guy to get it.
Yeah.
But you're not really familiar with the Catholic Church, so what did you think of this process and the drama behind it?
Is this real? Is this true? This is how
this was how it would probably go. Yeah, it's a very secretive thing with the cardinals, and especially selecting a pope because they don't want any interference. And then there's terrorist attacks happening too, while they're voting, but they can't know anything about it because they're sequestered. They can't have any.
You say that, but the host actually broke rules so many times.
Yeah.
During the process, you're not supposed to. Do you think she should follow the rule, even if it end up having an inappropriate person to be Pope, or do you break the rules?
Well, okay. There's one thing I just kind of noticed thinking about it, at the beginning, the Pope's already dead. Like, we don't see the Pope, but they're talking about, the one cardinal's talking about playing chess with the Pope, and he says he's always like 8 moves ahead of him. And, Ray Fiennes' character, he wants to quit, but that Pope wouldn't let him. And he's like leaving these crumbs and these people in positions to where he's actually playing chess, and especially the guy who he secretly made, he's like, it's almost like he's playing chess from beyond the grave. Like he set the motions before he died, and it's playing out.
This is all he has planned the whole time?
Yeah. I think that's pretty clever.
You think he planned the new cardinal because secretly he think that's a good candidate for Pope?
Yeah.
What does it take to be a Pope? I don't know, like, what's the qualification?
You be a man and Catholic, preferably white. Anything you didn't like about it? I mean, overall?
Overall, if you look at it as just a simple story, which the story is very simple.
Yeah.
It didn't get overly complicated. It's just a political game.
But it kept you engaged, though.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It's a simple story. It's tight and it's like fast paced. So it did its job to like keep you engaged and get your attention the whole time. Mm-hmm. It didn't drag, and it didn't like go into a complicated story. It's very simple. Everything is kind of like just surface level what's happening, so.
All right. Yeah, I mean, it's like you see the title, you see the trailer and what it's about, and you're like,
I didn't say the trailer. Does the trailer seem boring?
I don't know. It didn't win me over, but I enjoyed myself much more than I thought. I thought it was like very engaging. Like there's constant twists and turns, and
I want to say there wasn't like, to make a good trailer, I feel like for this movie, it really, in the movie, it doesn't have any like dramatic scene that you can put, I feel like you can put in the trailer to really grab anybody's eyes. This is just a put together story that it's ups and downs and twists and turns, and it's pretty smooth. But I didn't feel like there were any like visual scene that would catch your eyes to put in the trailer. I don't think it's
maybe I think they put it in the trailer, the explosion. And then, that's pretty dramatic. But first of all, let me ask: do you think this deserves one of the spots as Best Picture?
Well, I never know. What's the criteria for Best Picture?
Best movie.
Best Picture means best movie?
Yeah, best movie. That's like the ultimate Oscar. Is like, that's the one they reveal last, the Best Picture. And there's always like, it's for the past like decades been like 10 movies that they picked.
Okay. Of 2024?
Yes.
I think a nomination is deserved.
Okay. Yeah, I do too.
And especially like, I want to say this is pretty original. Like you haven't, I personally haven't seen like very similar topic for the movies that we've seen. And just for as a movie, I feel like it's pretty good. I mean, I liked it.
Okay, so what's your score and final thoughts then?
Final thoughts, I think this is it's a very interesting story. It kind of introduced you to something new, at least it did me. And then I like the acting. It's not melodramatic. It's just.
But they got a stacked cast in this. Like.
It's very good. Even though sometimes things seem like this, it's still good acting. I like every character in this too, and the story didn't get overly complicated, so it kind of keep you focused on just the voting process, and it's like it keep you engaged and makes you a little nervous. Like you're just wondering what's gonna happen between now and the next vote. How things are going to change. So I think that's an interesting story that they have for this. Overall rating is probably 4 out of 5. I mean, I'm not going to say best movie of the year. I don't think it's best movie of the year, but it's like short story. It's an amazing short story. Right?
Yeah. I probably go 4 too. No reason, minus the star. I think it's like a bunch of catty old men locked in and I like that. Yeah. And especially like, Isabella Rossellini, she dropped that like bomb like in the middle of the, and then like curtsied and stuff and walked away. And yeah, I definitely see why she got nominated. And Ray Fiennes, he's like the main character. He's going to be in that 28 Years Later movie.
Okay.
But yeah, I really enjoyed it. It's almost like 12 Angry Men, which you haven't seen. We did watch Juror Number 2, was it? And that's kind of similar to that. Like they're arguing about that shit, except for there's not some like weird twisty thing going on the outside. But yeah, I enjoyed it quite a bit. I think it earns its spot in the top movies of the year. So
the reasons would become clear soon enough.
But that's our review of Conclave. We're going to review other Best Picture movies, and make sure to hit like, subscribe. Yeah, let us know what you thought of Conclave down below and the other Best Picture nominations, and make sure to hit that bell icon too. We'll see you later. Bye.